Peace and light. Peace and light. Welcome to the Mind Body Nexus. I'm your host, Knowledge the Mind. And it's my time to give you a divine timing of the mind and the body. But peace and light everybody, man. How y'all doing out there? I hope everybody doing well. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, like, and share. So people who want to hear that real spiel, they're here. And for the agents and the people that just want to watch and whatever, that might get your feelings hurt. So if you're here just to be nosy, and you're not really here to like really be in tune with me, and you're not really here like in tuned, you probably gonna feel some type of way. But here it goes. I'm gonna speak about some things. We live in a world with a lot of people. I realize when I got to observing the world, cause like I said, I spent a lot of time alone. And I used to think to myself, maybe something was wrong with that. And I kept saying, no. You know me, I never really been a religious type. Like I said, you know, I grew up in a religious household and stuff like that. But I always have my questions about it. Now that I'm a grown man, I let you know what I think about a lot of stuff. But one thing I realized, like I always use biblical stories to kind of, because I always tie biblical stories in with my life. Because I don't look at when I read the like Bibles or in any ancient texts stuff like that when they talk about prophets and prophecies or prophets like Jesus or Muhammad, I don't look at these as anything outside of myself. I'm looking at these are things that's within me. Like the light of Jesus is so closely within me. So when you move a certain way, you become that which you seek. You know what I'm saying? The Christ mind and things like that. And I got to seeing things. A lot of things are in allegory or metaphors. You know what metaphors are? It's certain things that might say a certain thing, like they might be something, but it's really meaning something else. So when I get to think about the Christ mind or Muhammad or Jesus and stuff like that, these are really characteristic traits that when you follow in a certain, high spiritual lifestyle, you start to take on some of these traits, and then you start to develop what you call a Buddha mind or a Christ conscious or a Muhammadan peace mind and stuff like that. These are actually character traits. So these prophets are actually characteristic traits that people actually develop in ourselves. So when you talk about, you want to speak about Jesus and the Son of the Christ and whatever like that, when you spend a lot of time alone, you start to develop a Christ mind. A Christ mind is like a universal conscious where you start to understand stuff on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? It's called a Christ conscious. You don't understand. You start to look beneath the surface of things. Like a lot of people look at the surface. Like just like when you walk out the door, people looking at you, but they're not looking at what's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? They're just looking at you. Or they judge you off of you. Or like for instance, that guy is small, so he must not be that strong. But understanding that you can't look at the man's body structure and say that he's weak. He can have a lot of vital energy in him that gives him strength. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a person said, wow, you're really strong. And I told him I'm stronger than what I look. Because the look ain't what makes me. It's what's inside of me that makes me who I am, not the look. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an energy that's inside this vessel. You know, this body gonna die one day, but my energy is always gonna be living. It's always gonna be floating around in the essence, in the ether. You know what I'm saying? That's called the consciousness. But once you understand that type of thinking and stuff, you understand that, understand about life, you start to realize the real expectation. You start to realize the real underlying reality, which is the spiritual realm, which is the root cause of all of the manifestations that you see on the physical plane. So you would wonder why a lot of certain things. And I used to say to myself, why every time I go around people are just very rude to me. I'm very. So that's why I used to tell my parents something like this. I used to use terms like the God, I'm a God, or I'm a king. And, like you use a high royal title. They're like, oh, you going to hell, this and that. The only this and they think that because they're looking outside of themselves. They're not understanding. When you follow a certain thing, you start to understand things from a light that the average person don't understand it. You develop a Christ consciousness. You know what I'm saying? You develop a Christ conscious. So I got to ask myself this. I gotta go around. I'm nice to everyone. I'm very, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an ass kisser. I don't do ass kissing. But I'm just me, you know what I'm saying? I'm very off to myself, very respectful. There's plenty of times I done held doors open for people. That's just something I do. I never thought to myself, walk in the door and there's somebody behind me and just let it shut in their face. I don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural thing. And that's what you develop a Christ conscious. You realize, and we hear all this all the time. You realize you have a different light. You're not like the world. Just like in the Bible says, Jesus wasn't like the world. He wasn't like, he moved different than everybody else. Just like a lot of people, they do nice things because they want something in return, or they do something because they want people to look at it. I do it because I know it's a natural thing to do. Just like if I see somebody outside and that person's hungry, and whatever like that, I'm gonna feed that person because he's hungry. I'm not gonna feed it to say F you. I don't want to feed you. But then when somebody come around, hey, how you doing, guy? And everybody look at me, put the camera on me. I'm giving out donations. Look, I'm giving this homeless guy some food. That's the majority of the world operates like that. That's why you got all these people that hand out, like these superstars, they handing out turkeys and stuff for Thanksgiving to the homeless, and they got to be recorded doing it because they want to look. They're not really doing it from the kindness of their heart. They can give a fuck about them homeless people. They feel like it's to be publicity behind this. If I do it like this, like this, like this. My mind is, if you're going to do anything good to somebody, you're not supposed to ever broadcast it. Because, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for people to validate you for your goodness and not the universe, or not God, or the Most High, or whatever you want to call it. The creative life force that gave us life, that gave us all creation. We look for that divine essence to give us life, to give us energy. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you got a divine conscience, when you know some stuff, you just know it. You don't know how you know it, but you know it's up here. So I go around people all the time. I notice some things. I notice some things real. It was this one person over here, he used to always mean, I was like, what the fuck he dude always mean mugging me like that for? You know what I'm saying? And then I remember one time a person told me, have you ever thought about you intimidate people? I said, what does that mean? I said, I don't. Because, in my mind, when I'm thinking about intimidate people, I'm thinking about walking around, acting like a thug with your pants hanging, trying to get people to be scared. That's what I thought about intimidation. Some people say, no, some people can be intimidated by your energy, the way you do things. Because you see, you operate in your own way. Like, you operate in a way, like, I'm focused on me. I'm focused on what I got to get done. And you respect, like, a lot of people timid. Because the one thing I realized with the world, that I got older, now that I'm an older guy, a lot of grown men, see, I've been working on myself for all my life. I've always been by myself. Even when I was younger, when I was in like about 15, 16, I used to run away from home and do a lot of dumb shit when I was younger. I used to always run away just to get a clear head. I remember that. I'm like, why do I always leave home? Because you just have a rebel spirit. And it's not that you disobedient. You a type of person, you figure there's something deeper about life that I need to understand. You get what I'm saying? So in the essence of all things, this is what I'm saying. I always ask myself questions. So look at this. Like, this is called demonic activity. You see how water just coming up from the drain and stuff like that? It's just coming up all out of the drain. You know what I'm saying? That's called marine spirits. There's always something with the water and stuff like this weird stuff. But I tell myself this right here. I said, well, every time I go around people, they act a certain way, but it was this guy, he was always look at me crazy. What's wrong with you? Why you always staring me down like that for? Then one day he came in the kitchen. He looked like a little bit older than me. And then he over there, he's stuttering, he's walking up to me, he's stuttering, my name is woo, and I stay upstairs in room 2. I'm just letting you know I'm a neighbor, and I'm like, this man being here. First of all, bro, look, nice to meet you. You don't know what you're telling me your room number for. I don't plan on coming to your room. But it's nice to meet you. And I got to realize this. I said, maybe they are intimidated by me because they never seen a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. They never seen somebody so stern and somebody in their own lane. A lot of people need validation. I don't need no validation. So in their mind, the people that need the validation, when they see you, they think that you think you're better than everybody. I don't think I'm better than nobody. I respect myself to a point. I don't need that girl. I don't need a woman to tell me that I'm a good person. I don't need a guy to tell me I'm a good person. I don't need people to say I like you, make me feel like something. I don't need people to say, oh, your hair looks good to make me feel good about myself. I don't need none of that. I walk around with that already in my mind, that I know that I'm already who I think I am. So, and the world tries so hard to throw energy at you. Like, say for instance, you walk out your door and you feeling confident today about yourself. It's going to be somebody there that's going to tell you that you're not as confident as you think you are. Because the world is built on energetic values. Everything is energy. Some energy has to contaminate other energy, has to interfere with other energy. Just like the girl next door, she's listening to me right now. I know this. How do I know this? I just know this. I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? She's very, very listening. I peep game with certain people. Because somebody told me to put a block on my window. I had like a little thing because I was always opening up my window and I ended up messing up the blind and it chipped out the thing. And somebody said, put a block in front of your window. Somebody keep looking into your window. When something told me that, I don't know why something told me that. Put a thing over your window. I go look at next door. She has a little thing tore off her window. Then she puts the thing right there. Fuck. Trying to copy everything I'm doing. I like you gotta peep game with this shit, G. This shit's 100%. But then I told myself one day, I say, why every time I come around people act? Because you give off an energy, and whoever's watching this, you give off an energy. And I'm talking to not just about myself, I'm talking to whoever's watching it, because evidently, and I ain't talking to everybody. People that know they were sent here by the divine spirits, they know who was sent to my channel. Some people are just monitoring. They watching my channel because they monitor me, and I already know this already. That's why I get on here. I already know y'all monitor me. That's why I get on here and talk. But then I ask myself, why do people spirit say you have an energy to you that's out of this world. So when you step into a place, you got like star-like energy. You got a superstar energy. You're gonna have a lot of haters just because you exist. It's sad to say that, but a lot of people gonna dislike you because you're here. God put you here. The universe put you right here. And I ain't talking about no white God, no biblical God. So when I say God, I'm speaking about the essence, the universal creative life force that gave us all life. That's the God. I'm not even talking about no white Jesus hanging on a cross. I'm talking about that God. That's the European God. No disrespect. Because every time people say, well, I thought you said you was this, and I got my own terminology for things. See? And that's another thing that makes me stand out too. I understand deeper layers of understanding the things. There's things called etymology. And like I say, I don't talk too much because there's a lot of things I want to share that I can't share right now. I just can't do that because it won't be beneficial to the people in the long run. But I realized something. I said, I asked myself all the things in my mind. What do you know that you do that most people don't do? And I said, there you go. That's why you stand out. The shit that you do, half of these people can't do it. Or maybe they can, or maybe they just don't want to. But I always tell myself, when you go around people, you intimidate people by your energy. Your energy is different. And one thing I realized since I stepped out the door today, I realized all types of energy vampires. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down, minding my business on the phone like this, minding my business, doing my own thing. I don't do anything wrong. I don't commit crime. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. Kind of, like, real talk, I'm one of those young brothers that's kind of trying to get my life. Like I said, I wasn't perfect, and I ain't no goody two-shoes enough, but I'm at the understanding of it's time to start building as a grown man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on now. You know what I'm saying? I wish I thought like that way back then, because maybe I would have built a little bit further. But I'd say we at the stage in life that we supposed to be at. But I got to realize I'm sitting down there doing this, and I look up, you got police officers driving by, looking real slow. Like I told you before, I said, when you mind your business, people make you seem like trouble. I said, you're trouble because you have a different energy. You got a rebel spirit. I got a rebel spirit. I don't conform to society, what society wants me to do. You're not supposed to have your hair like that, or you're not supposed to wear that on your neck. You're supposed to tuck that. You're not supposed to wear it. You're supposed to be wearing this or that. One time a dude came to me with it was a white guy. He had a Bible in his hand talking about, you want to talk about that around your neck for me? Hey, get out my face. I told him that. I ain't got to explain nothing to you, G. You ain't my God. Nigga, who the fuck you think you is? You want to talk about that around? No, I don't want to talk about it. Get out my face. Real talk, bro. That's what I told him. I ain't say it like get out my face, but I said it respectfully. No, sir, I'm good. Thank you. And basically shoot him on. Get on somewhere. Who was you to condemn me? Because, like my brother 19 Keys said, he was saying this is what the brother 19 Keys said. And check out 19 Keys podcast on Apple Podcast, y'all. High level conversation. Brother 19 Keys, great brother, man. Give out a lot of jewels. I listen to him every day, and I get a lot of my sauce from the brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 19 Keys. Peace and love, bro. But the brother was saying something about how it was a white guy who was in his inbox, or that was messaging him or something like that, and the white guy said, oh, you got good information. I like your information. I got the information. But he said once he strayed off and said something else that was empowering to the black community or to his people, he said the white guy got to saying, you a terrorist. I see you on the battlefield. I said he said that lets you know that white folks, some Europeans don't respect. They don't respect the fact that we look up to them or we follow after them. But once you go to another way and you decide that you want to break off the way that they taught us to do things, then they'll dislike you. Their true colors to show. You know what I'm saying? They basically saying that they only accept you if you follow after their ideologies and the things that they set you to follow. When you go outside of that, they don't like you. Now, what would be different between the nigger, the Negro, excuse my language, because I guess I call them niggers, because some of these motherfuckers act like niggers, bro. You see, when you sitting around, I'm a Nubian. And another thing too, I'm not offended by that word because I know I'm not that. First of all, if you're gonna be ignorant of who you are, then I guess you that. But other than that, I don't mind saying the word. I know who I am. I don't follow what the white people tell me I am. In my mind, the motherfuckers who always scared of white men, scared of everything about what the white man said to me. Those are niggers, because they scared of every goddamn thing. Instead of stepping in your power, let them know. First of all, hold up. This is who I am today as a man. I don't follow I ain't got to follow. I ain't disrespecting nothing you worship. Hey, more peace. Peace to the Christian church. Love and peace to them. I hope they prosper and I hope they keep growing. I ain't got no disrespect to nobody, but I'm going to follow what I think I should follow. I'm going to follow what man tell me to follow. Because man can't got a hell or a heaven to put me in. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So I'm asking myself this. I'm telling myself, I'm saying, damn, what's going on? I'm thinking about something. I said, now this is another nigga sitting right here. Another person was sitting. Excuse my language, y'all. Sometimes I say things I shouldn't be saying, but I'm trying to correct my language. But it was another young man sitting right there, and he had a cross on his neck or whatever, regular cross, and Jesus and this and this and that. White man would say, "Oh, brother, you're doing the right thing in life, buddy," but he don't know he's doing the right thing in life. He don't know what he's doing behind closed doors. You just say that because he's following after your ideology and your way of thinking. But that nigga right there with the dreads and the that nigga's doing all the wrong things in life, and I'm doing the most best things in life. I'm respecting people. I'm not messing with nobody's wife. I ain't doing none of this. I ain't selling no drugs. I ain't doing none of that. No, none of that. She's doing everything that natural law tells me to do that's right. I follow natural law. I don't follow what man say. I follow what the universe say. Natural law says, in naturality, natural law. Two men ain't supposed to be together because you can't produce life with two men. That's natural law. We understand that. But man law says it's okay to get married with a man and a woman will marry a woman. That's what man law said. Man law is unnatural. That's why you got a lot of unnatural shit happening. But people follow more man law than they do natural law. So if you follow natural law and not man law, you're always going to be looked at it as a rebel because you following out of the system that the world told us to follow. You following out of their system. That's why I have a hard, that's why I'm not going to look for work and stuff. I have a hard, and I realize it's not me, it's your energy, it's your mindset. You have a mindset that overpassed the system. Now that you overpassed the system, the universe said, I made it to a point where you overpassed the system. Now I gave you an entrepreneur mind frame. The universe told me in the due time, the things that you're working on, the things that you're cultivating, you're going to prosper from it. And the reason I'm going to allow you to do so because you broke out of the chains of the shackles of the matrix. Now that you're not fit to be a slave anymore, they don't want nothing to do with you. That's why you have a hard time making. That's why I have a hard time getting work, jobs, and stuff like that. Because when they see me, they see a rebel. This nigga look like he know how to talk. I don't want him in here. He might say something I don't like. Because it's all about their ego, to please people's ego. If I can go somewhere and I look like I got more, just like I went to an interview a couple days ago. Shorty was wearing one of these, right? She had an unk on. I'm looking at the unk. But at the end of the day, it's, you know what I'm saying? You know me, like these, just because you put something like this around your neck doesn't mean anything. Me, one thing about me, I watch character and I watch energy. So, I'm looking, thinking. And I said, I like that piece. You know what I'm saying? I said, I like your unk. I like that. That's a nice piece. She got there looking at me like just giggling. And then I think that intimidated because she knew, I guess that intimidated because I guess she feels that she knows, but I guess she feels that she knows, she didn't think I knew what that was. So now she feel like, damn, you know what this is? Because yeah, I got one myself at home. But now that she feel that she know what this is, he probably know a lot more about this than I do. And I'm intimidated. I'm about to get tested. I'm about to get my knowledge tested about this. And I don't know nothing about what I got around my neck. I'm just wearing it because I seen that I like it and somebody else was wearing it. And that's not the case. I don't do shit like that. I don't just walk up and check people. I don't do shit like that. But some people are intimidated by you because they think, a lot of people think that you don't know things and you know a little bit more than they might know, and they might feel intimidated by it. You get what I'm saying? So some motherfuckers probably feel like, this nigga know this. I ain't think a nigga know no shit like that. This nigga know how to speak about law and shit like that in that manner. Oh, shit. That right there intimidates people. You get what I'm saying? People who was given titles that's not fit for the title, when they see you come around, you the one that, you the personification of the title that they carry. You get what I'm saying? That intimidates them. To a man have to give them a position to be that, but you already that by natural nature. You got people that say they was teachers because man gave them a degree to be a teacher, but in reality, the way I'm speaking to the camera, and you know it, I'm a natural teacher. I teach naturally. I ain't got no curriculums. I'm just teaching natural by law and by the way of experience and by the way of inner knowing. That's the real teachers. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no degree and ain't nobody gonna give me a degree to teach. Teach by natural law. The universe gave me the blessings and the understanding to teach the world. You get what I'm saying? The ones, and like I say, another thing I want to say too, teach the world. I don't know everything. I learn every day too. I learn from people. I learn from how people treat me. People that treat me good, I learn from them. And people that treat me bad, I learn from them. I learn from everybody. And that's all I tell people all the time. Don't think that I think I know it. I don't know everything, but I know what I do know. And every day I'm constantly learning. I'm learning every day. But the funny thing is, a lot of people that's living every day, a lot of people don't learn every day. You know why? Because they don't deserve certain things. And I said, why do every time I go around people, I have a problem? And I have to ask myself this over and over. You don't do nothing wrong. Do you do anything? No. People most likely jealous of your character, but you have an upstanding character. Stay in that character. Because what the negative spirit is gonna do is gonna make you feel some type of way and make you dumb down a little bit, make you trying to dim your light a little bit. Maybe you think, oh, let me put this, and maybe they got a problem with this. No, that's who you are. Keep your thing on your, or maybe they got a problem with, well, that's who you are. Wear your hair like that. Maybe they got a problem that I'm very quiet. That's who you are. Stay silent. You get what I'm saying? You are who you are. The world wants to change. That's one thing I realized. The world will have a problem with you and they feel like they can't alter who you are. Or I can't tell you who you are. He think he's a black god or a black king, but I think he's a drug dealer and a fucking criminal, and I think he's this. That's what you see, but I see something else when I look in the mirror. So if you're not accepting the image that they're projecting onto you, they got a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? They got a problem with you. Because you're not taking the image that they're trying to give you. Like everybody around here trying to make me angry. Like yesterday my alarm kept going. I was just going off. One thing about me, I'm very smart. I'm not dumb. Now these are wires. Look at that. Those are wires. So when you see wires like that hanging out of a wall, we already know that it's connected to a system. Somebody's setting that off down there. I'm saying somebody keeps setting this alarm out. He's talking about when he came in here and took it yesterday. He said, "Did you try to reset it? Did you try to, bro? I've been sitting up here all morning trying to reset it." He said it's been going off all morning. Well, why did you come up here and try to see what I want? And the reason I waited for him to come because I was like, they hear that thing, and first of all I thought to myself, I'm gonna let it go off because I think they setting it off. Like me, I ain't this man. Like, come on now. And the man ain't brought my thing back yet. He ain't brought my smoke alarm back yet. He ain't brought that back yet. So now the first thing in my mind thinking, maybe he putting a camera or a microphone or something in it. Why you ain't bring my stuff back yet? It's like I stay on top of it. I'm a step ahead of them. I said, they got to be doing some stuff to that smoke alarm. Probably setting the camera, putting the camera. Maybe that was their whole thing to set it off, make it seem like it's broke, until I come and tell them to fix it, and that give them a reason to come up here and take it, and then put a camera or a chip in it. Because, see, everybody's so curious about me because I'm very quiet. And in the world that's very nosy, in the world that does a lot of stuff, they always want to make you out of trouble. So everybody is all eyes on the bazaar one. They want to put a surveillance in here. Let's see what he really be doing in that room. And I be in here chilling, reading books and minding my business, reading stuff like this. But in their mind, they can't fathom somebody that's just so serene and just so content with what he has or what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a content person. So I like to be left alone. Too much having people around me, I have friends around me, women around me. I don't have stuff like that around me. So the first thing might go through a mind of a woman that's very sexually active or there's stuff like that out there. If you a handsome guy like me, you're not messing with none of these women. The first thing they think that you're homosexual or you're hiding something, this and that, because they used to being around men that don't know how to control their sexual energy. You get what I'm saying? So when you stand out from what they normalize or what they used to, you become a fucked up thing to their reality because they're not used to that. I'm not used to no motherfucker like this nigga. I'm used to every guy that come around me saying I look good. Why this nigga ain't lusting over me? Because he's a different type of guy. He's not like the rest of them. Get what I'm saying? You stand out. You different. So everybody has a problem with you. And one thing I realized today, I'll say every time I'm sitting somewhere, you gonna see a lot of younger guys always staring at me. I say because they look up to you, really look up to you. A lot of people look up to you. You know when they say when a real gangster shows up, the fake gangsters run? That's real. I noticed that every time I come around somewhere, the motherfucker get looking, fuck you looking at me for what I do to you? That's because you the real gangster. The real gangster just showed up. Now the fake gangster's looking at you like, damn, look at the real one right there. Not saying I put that what I mean by gangster. What I mean by the word gangster, what I mean by gangster, so y'all don't get this confused. Y'all think gangster, when I talk about gangster, when I speak gangster, y'all think it's talking about thug and Mr. I kill you and bang, bang, bang. I ain't talking about the type of gangster. I'm talking about a confident person that has confidence in himself. A person that's not ashamed to be himself, and a person that looks the world in the eye and say, this is who I am, accept it or take it or leave it. That's what you call gangster in this day and time, because a lot of people don't have enough courage to be themselves. So when they see the real deal come up, a person ain't worried about you. I'm not looking at you. I ain't keep looking at what you think about me. None of that. Stuff like that. They think, oh, that's the real gangster. This nigga on the phone talking, and he ain't caring if we listening or not. Because first of all, if I'm talking some real shit. So if you going to eavesdrop, listen, learn. Don't eavesdrop and try to see you going to get no information. You're going to get some real information that you might not want to hear. Then that's going to make you dislike me even more because you was eavesdropping. You get what I'm saying? But I realized, I said, when you stand out and you do things different, people are always gonna have a dislike to you. And one thing, the spiritual world and the spiritual system and the spiritual guides and the Most High was telling me in my dream, it was telling me that you a young God. You know what I'm saying? You a young black guy. You stay focused on you doing the right things in life. I tell myself that every day, I'm doing the right things in life. I give a fuck what the world try. The world wants to make you think you're doing the wrong things. I'm doing all the right things. I tell myself that every day. Give a fuck who's watching, who think I'm not. I feel like I'm doing all the right things. You know? I'm using this time wisely to figure out where I want my future to go, what I want in the future for myself, what I want to build for myself and my family, and the things like that. The people that, the people, when I say family, the people that I'm still connected, not the people that just bloodly related to me, because a lot of people that's bloodly related to me, we don't even talk like that. I'm talking about the people who you know what I'm saying? The people that we connect to. It could be my family, could be my spiritual team. You know what I'm saying? The people that we had the spiritual value. I met a cool brother in Louisiana a couple months ago. Me and brother had like the ace like a spirits. You know what I'm saying? Some things that I overcame that he ain't overcome, I'm giving him jewels on it. He listened like, yeah, bro, thank you, bro, for that information, bro. I didn't know that. Yeah, bro. If you wanna get rid of that habit, this is what I did to get rid of my habit when I was doing this. This is what I did, and I helped him. I gave him some tips, and he was like, yeah, thank you, bro. I'm gonna try that. Thank you, bro. I've been trying to get off it. I've been trying to quit this for a long time, and you know what I'm saying. So I tell myself everything that I'm doing for myself, I'm doing it for myself to help somebody else get through a certain situation similar that they going through, and the vice versa. And he probably got some jewels or some stuff that I'm still struggling with that he overcame. And we can both feed each other. Like, that's what you call allies. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call true friends. You give you some job. Well, this is how I did this, or you give me motivation like this. Just like, he like, man, you got a strong mind to do that. And then I'll be like, man, I like the way you do it though, because you got people skills. I think I need to learn people skills a little bit more, how to deal with people a little bit more. I get frustrated around people a lot. That's something I learned from him. You know what I'm saying? Well, he can know how to deal with stuff and not get worked up, but I get worked up all the time. But then he's like, you got a strong mental mind because you able to do this and do away with that. I said, well, you got strength that I want, and I got strength that you want. That's why we're together, because we're supposed to feed each other's strengths. You know what I'm saying? You build each other up. We live in a world where most of everybody want to tear you down. They get jealous that you conquer certain things that you've been battling with, and you conquered it, overcame it. And in reality, in their mind, they want you to go right back to it. Because why? They don't have the same drive to overcome the things that they struggling with. So they feel comfortable when other people have flaws and stuff. It makes them feel comfortable in theirs. But when you a person that's elevating, you constantly knocking, killing all your demons. Demons could be anything, flaws, addictions, and stuff like that. Those are demons. When you start slaying all your demons, when you a real demon slayer, you start slaying things. Just like with finances, people putting witchcraft on your finances stuff. I know this already. I know this. I'm a very intelligent man. Why do I have problem getting finances? Because somebody's doing witchcraft, but the spirit said, don't you fret. You use your mind to bring yours in. You don't have to keep begging people for a job. Spirit say, sometimes I allow things to happen to bring out the best in you. Sometimes the spirit allow us to not get things because it wants us to develop something within us to be created for ourselves. Some people weren't put here to be workers. Some people was put here to create jobs. Have you ever thought about that? Some people was put here to create jobs. Not just to be workers and follow after jobs that been here for 6 centuries before we was even born. We still doing this. You know what I'm saying? Begging, can I please get a job? Can I please get a job? And the spirit said, you're creative. Find your own way. It's just next time you get your own finance, you need to invest. That's one thing I admit that I did wrong. I didn't do enough investing in some of my gifts because I'm so busy listening to the world. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Don't do that. That's the biggest mistake you can do is listen to motherfuckers. And I know this from experience. Because then I was to myself, like, damn, only if I wouldn't listen to that nuthead the other day, I would have been, you know what I'm saying? But that spirit said, well, that's something you learned today. Stop listening to people and go with your inner world, with what's something telling you to do. Listen to them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my own parent told me, oh, you ain't gonna never be successful in your ways. Labels be trying to contact me like a motherfucker. I know not don't listen to them. That's because they can't make no music. Ain't nobody gonna ever listen to you. But they damn sure keep calling me and then realizing, oh, whoa. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, this ain't nothing new. This old shit. But back in the past, it was certain things, and the reason, and the reason people like, well, why you didn't? Because there's certain reasons and things. I got my own reasons, but I remember even certain things that I'm doing now, and I'm not gonna share on my sauce, but certain things I'm doing now, and I realize it. So I was like, this is where it's at. And I start feeling confident while I say, this is where it's at. I'm doing all the right things. You get what I'm saying? And I always told myself, bro, you multi-talented. You got plenty of gifts to polish. Not just music and this and that. Music is something I do for. I love music, but I do it. I don't do that really for no, like everybody else do music. Music. I do that because that's just something I like to do. It's just something I love. You know what I'm saying? You know how you ever fell in love with a gift you have and this and that? You ain't got to get $1 from it. I feel like the reward is me knowing how to do it. That's the reward itself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't do that. And then there's some other things I start to polish on and realizing that I'm very good at doing. And I say, you know what? Life is going to be great for me if I keep a positive outlook from here on out. It's going to be great. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to let people, and I hope you don't let people keep discouraging you, because that's what people going to do to you. They're going to try to discourage you to make you think that you doing something wrong. You got to ignore those demons. Because I keep saying, I used to take the spiritual warfare shit as a joke. I used to think like the religious people. You think like a religious person, you don't really acknowledge shit. You thinking that the spiritual war happens when you die and you leave the body, but real spiritual war is going on now. It's all about for your energy, for your peace of mind, for the way that you think. Just like right now, I'm talking to the camera, right? Speaking all these jewels. I'm hearing a lot of noise out there. Evidently, what I'm saying is starting to agitate demons. It's like when I get up certain rooms, like this one right here next door, always quiet. Don't make noise and don't do it at night. They wait till nighttime to start banging and beating and banging and beating and banging. I got up this morning. I said a few words, powerful words to myself, and I said it out loud. I heard all types of noise and stumbling over there. That lets you know it agitating them demons. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time this, like, you stay in your glow, you stay doing what you do and move in the way that you move, because when you move in the way that you move and you move in your own light, it's powerful. You can't let people or things agitate. I'm done. I'm just saying, I let people ain't around. I let people ain't around me sometimes. I wake up, I always got to drive to try to change things, you know what I'm saying, look up, and I tell myself, no matter what, spirit, cause like I say, it's been a lot of stuff going on, bro. A lot of stuff to try to kill my spirit. Just like I told I told an individual today, my bro. I told him, I said, bro, no matter what, I'm gonna stay in a peaceful mindset. No matter what people throw at me. People throw a lot of salt at my finances. They throw a lot of salt at a lot of things. But I told myself, every day, you got everything you need? Yes. Are you thankful for all the stuff that you do have? Yes. And that's okay then. As long as you know that you got that, everything else that you want will come to you soon. But you got to keep a positive mindset. Don't let negative things. One thing I realized from reading certain philosophers, like Socrates, a couple of other famous philosophers I like reading, Greek philosophers and stuff like that. One thing is like a pendulum. Things never last. Certain situations never last. Certain things that change, as long as you allow them to. Nothing lasts forever. Even bad situations don't last forever, and good situations. That's why when you go in a good situation, you should embrace it. When you're in a bad situation, embrace it to a point. What can I learn from this situation right here? And every day I go through certain situations. People that treat me a certain way. And I always tell myself, this gonna be somebody you're gonna meet one day. They gonna admire the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying? I say the only thing is why everybody you go to and they got an issue with you, that's the spirit's way of trying to change who you are. It wants to change who you are. So it said, maybe if I can get everybody to just like this nigga, maybe he'll change who he is, the way he thinks, so he can try to get people approved. But the funny thing is, the spirits understand I don't need nobody's approval, so that's not gonna work. If nobody likes me, well, cool, stay out my way. But see, people who look for approval, they end up changing who they are, because they be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I need to start acting like this so people will like me. I don't need nobody to like me. If I got you not liking me, that means I'm doing what I was put here to do. I wasn't put here for everybody to like me. I put here to agitate some demons and some spirits. And the spirits, as long as you doing that, you doing your calling work. Agitate those demons. Because when you agitate demons, that means you doing some shit that you're supposed to be doing. You can't agitate. If you're not agitating the demon, that means you off track. Something's off in your walk. Because you're not agitating nobody. People like, everybody you want to like, everybody like you, everybody want to talk to you. That means you on a path that everybody approves of. Because it keeps them comfortable. Just like this. If I was a millionaire, you think I can go talk to a broke man about making $1 million? A broke man ain't gonna like me for the simple fact he probably ain't got confidence to make $1 million because he's broke. He got a broke spirit. He got a broke mentality. So he gonna dislike me automatically because me and his energy's different. Get what I'm saying? But now, if I was broke and I went around him and he's broke, He'll accept me. You know why? Because we got the same energy. Both of us just broke people. We got broke mindsets, and we don't know. You attract your tribe. So, but the thing is, what I'm trying to get at is, if you agitate demons, if you're that millionaire going to talk to that dude and he gets jealous of you, really, you are a mirror to him that you need to get on your finances. That's what the man that makes money, compared to the man that doesn't make a living for himself, it shows him, not like, just like me, certain things that I'm not doing. I might look at a person, but some people, if you look at people as a mirror, you can fix yourself in that light instead of being jealous. I might look at a motherfucker like, damn, this nigga got a car and he only 18. I'm 30-something years old and I got a car. And I said, damn, bro, you got to hurry and get you a whip. You know what I'm saying? Or you need to focus on that. That need to be your next focus, is get you a car. You get what I'm saying? I ain't jealous of this young man and wishing harmful things on that young man. That young man doing everything he's supposed to be doing. I hope he keep going and you keep focusing. And don't let nobody throw you off your game. You get what I'm saying? I tell people that all the time. I say, you can never get nowhere in life by being jealous. Because sometimes the universe or God sends people and things in front of us to look at that reflection and saying, okay, learn something from this person right here. What can you learn from this person? But what the majority of the world do is they see some shit that they don't want to learn, then they get to shunning it. You ain't gonna learn like that. You get to shun. And the spirit said, why are you doing that for? I brought him around to motivate you. I didn't bring him around to make you feel bad. I brought that person around to pick your spirit to make you say, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it too. Yeah, he's supposed to be a motivation to you. Not a down. See, y'all, people look at shit differently when they're in their ego. When you ain't in your ego, you look at shit a whole lot better than differently. You get what I'm saying? Just like when you go around people that want to know what kind of phone. Why you worried about why you worried about that? That's none of your business. You need to be focused on what you got. You know what I'm saying? When you get to worry about what kind of shoes you got on, or how much did that cost, bro, that's none of your damn business. You asking questions that you don't need to be asking. Then if I told you the truth about it, then you'll feel some type of way. But you asking questions you don't need to be asking. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit you told them. Gotta peep game with this. I peep game with a lot of stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? People who feel some type of way, jealous people, envious people, people who feel some type of way. Just like I just said with the smoke detector. I said something ain't right about it. The man said he was gonna bring the smoke detector back yesterday, and he ain't brought it back yet. I said maybe they putting a bug or something in it. I said maybe he is so, because they don't know. Half of these people act, they don't like me there. And I've never done nothing wrong to them. I haven't done nothing wrong. Hell, my own mama don't like me. I haven't done nothing wrong to her. She don't like me because I look like my father. That's the truth. You know, like shit like that. So it's like I told myself, you can't, don't stress stuff that you can't change. You can't change the way people see things. That's something they're going to have to deal with, and they karmatic patterns and stuff in life. They're going to have to deal with that. A lot of shit that people go through, a lot of them go through what they go through for the way they treat other people. You get what I'm saying? Like real shit. Just like I did a lot of wrong things, I had to pay for my. And one thing when I went through my trials, I asked myself, what did you do to deserve this? I said, yeah, I shouldn't have did that back then. Yeah, that's what you did. I always backtrack, like, what the fuck did this happen to me for? Because you did that back then. Oh, damn, I sure did. Shouldn't have did damn. Well, I can't feel bad about that now, because I shouldn't have did that. And that would help me get through certain things. When I had took certain losses and shit, I asked myself, what did you do back then? Did you do some shit? Like, yeah, I did. Okay, then, take that loss like a man. Yep. I learned from the mistake, you know what I'm saying? I understood it was karma. And just by me to acknowledge that and do some self-reflection, when the shit happened, it made me feel better. And I didn't feel bad about it. I said, well, you deserve that. I deserve that. You know what I'm saying? It's called letting your ego. It's called being in humility. You know what I'm saying? Letting pride go and being in humility and say, you know what, that deserved to happen to me, and I'm going to learn from it. I shouldn't have did that stupid shit back then. I knew I brought this energy on myself. When you fall into humility, you feel much better. But when you put up a resistance, when shit happened to you, you start to feel like you cursed. You start to feel like you got bad luck. You start to feel hate. And stuff like this. You start to feel like this shit never had happened to me. And you start to play the victim card, and that makes everything worse when you play the victim role. Start acknowledging when certain things happen. Even when things happen to you that you don't understand, that you feel like they shouldn't happen, it's something that wants you to learn. Something wants you to learn. Something wants you to pay attention. Learn from this. Learn. I remember I had got into it with a guy, like I told you, I had got into it with a guy a few years back. And, you know, I was almost arrested in an argument. And I said, why everywhere I go, I get into it with motherfuckers? Spirit say, thing is with you, people are always going to be jealous of you. Have a light. People will always be jealous of whoever you are watching this. You got a light, and people can always be jealous of you. So the thing is, when you come around, people gonna throw stones at you, and when they throw them stones, don't respond to the stones being thrown, because the stones being thrown is to throw you off your path. I said, every time I go somewhere, I almost get in trouble, and I won't do nothing wrong. I said, because you respond to people, you gotta stop responding to people. When people do some dumb shit, just ignore them, look at them, mind it. As long as nobody don't put their hands on you, because you have the right to defend yourself. But you get the, it's like earlier, I was talking on the phone, and I'm walking, and some guy came next to me and got to talking all loud to the other guy, and I understand I'm on the phone. And my people's on the phone talking about, damn, he talking loud, so he's doing that to get a reaction out of me. Don't respond. I say, I don't respond to shit like that. He see me on this phone over here, he's talking like that. He's trying to get a response out of me. He automatically took it just like when he see me. When he see me, he like, this nigga's different. Let me get this nigga mad, because I'm mad he dressed a certain way that I don't approve of, so I'm just gonna piss this nigga off right here. I know he on the phone talking, but I'm gonna talk real loud just to get him to say something. As soon as he takes something, we're gonna be out here fighting, because in reality, he wanna fight you anyway, because you look better than him. But he needs something. The devil, the demons cannot mess with you unless you give them free reign to do so. It's called opening up a door. So when you respond to a demon, then you tell the demon to come on in, let's fight, let's do this. You get what I'm saying? But if you ignore the demon can't hurt you. The demon got to bypass you. Can't do nothing to you. But if you welcome the demon in, it can do a lot to you. You get what I'm saying? That's one thing I do know. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, and this is another thing too. We Black History Month. Black History motherfucking month. Now, this is what they say Black History Month. First of all, in order to discover Black history, it's gonna take more than 30 days. Because our history starts from the beginning of civilization. We started civilization. So how the hell we get 1 month of Black history? I do not know. You mean the white man's interpretation of Black history. Because if I gave you an interpretation of Black history, nigga, it'll be every damn thing that you study will be Black history. You know what I'm saying? Medical field, that's Black history. The medical profession, surgeon profession, architecture profession, all that's Black history. All that. Shit, we was the first beings here. Just like the person said, we was the first beings here, and we the last people, and we at the bottom of it. Something must have been stolen from us. I say, you know what, that makes plenty of sense. See, I listen to teachers, scholars, bro. So things like this is called breaking out of the matrix. So by me saying I don't worship no Black History Month, they're gonna say, nigga, you crazy. But in reality, I respect our Black history. See, a lot of y'all wanna worship Black history, but you worship white people's image of Black history, not your true origin of Black history. Studying your language, your African culture, studying that's Black history. You niggas still talking about this and that, this white religions, white spirituality, but this Black history, Black this. You know, one other thing I don't like about that too? Black History Month, they say a lot about, it's a lot of people in Black history and that's not mentioned, probably in the Black community, we mention them. One thing I don't like, you got Martin Luther King Day, right? What about Malcolm X? Why we can't get a Malcolm X Day? You know why we can't? Because he was militant against the system. Anything that goes against the system, they don't want to honor you. They don't honor Martin Luther King because he spoke on Black empowerment, but he also kind of said just get along, or just kind of follow the system and just kind of get along and spoke peace. Well, Malcolm X said, no, we're going to, you know what I'm saying, it was more militant. So they look at Malcolm X as the disobedient nigga, and they look at Martin Luther King as kind of the nigga that kind of kept us in our place a little bit. Don't fight back, just turn the other shoulder and shit like that. Where Malcolm X said, no, shoot back and fight back and shoot and kill. The white folks didn't like, that's why they don't honor him. More militant. Now, motherfucker watch this video and say something about it, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta ask y'all, so what is real Black history? What is that? What is it really? Or is this their acceptance? Now, if I was out here speaking Swahili and teaching the kids about their African culture, they'd say I can't do that, but that's Black history, though. Wearing this Ankh and shit, that's Black history. This is Black history. You want to speak about Black history, but you got the European symbolism on y'all. See, this is Black history. But white man tell you that's what thugs were in the head. You know what I'm saying? That's Black history. Nigga, I am the walking personification of Black history. What I talk about is all Black history. But you would tell me I'm crazy and I'm a racist. I'm not a racist. I just know what real Black history is. You get what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Marcus Mosiah Garvey. You know what I'm saying? People like that, they don't recognize a lot of those people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those militant men that was back then speaking about a lot of stuff. It's a lot of Black leaders that I didn't know about until I before I became a grown man. They didn't teach. The only person they taught me about in school was certain people like Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, and a couple of other people. And all these people, you know what I'm saying? A couple of other people. And And to be honest with you, there's a lot of deep stories to that, but I got a book called Man Know Thyself. Y'all read that book. It's by Rick Duncan. Man Know Thyself. You get real black history out of that book. But see, white men gonna talk about today, light bearers and stuff like that. They're gonna only have books in there that can program you to think in the way that they think of us. Like my man 19 Keys was saying. Certain things are personifications. Just like it's deep, and that's why this video is gonna be a little bit long, because it's really deep. The whole point of this video is stay in your glow, be yourself, love yourself. Know that every day is gonna be a divine blessing unto you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You know what I'm saying? Negativity. I said one thing I realized every time my energy's high and I'm feeling good, people get to acting funny. Then when my energy's low, everybody happy, go lucky. And I said, why is that? It's a spiritual war. It's a war. These are agents. These ain't just human beings. Y'all think y'all walking around human beings? These are agents inside of flesh, bro. These are demons inside of people that got weak vessels. Just like I had demons in me at a point in time, but I learned how to get these demons out. I said, hold on, this ain't nothing I'm supposed to be doing in life. This is not the way I'm supposed to be treating people. Or this is not the way I'm supposed to be doing this and doing that. And then when I got that knowledge, I got to slaying these demons. And then you got to, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't, this ain't who I am. This is not who I am. I deviated off course, but then I got back on course. I'm not perfect. Trust me, I'm not perfect whatsoever. But I realized things that wasn't me and things that's not me and things that's not of my mind and things that's not of my character, things that are like that. I had to go back and say, you waking up every day, right? You can correct that. Your past and yesterday don't define who you are today. The way you thinking right now at this very moment define who you are, not yesterday and not tomorrow. It's the only thing that defines you today. Say, for instance, you sold drugs yesterday, and then today you change your life around. You don't sell drugs anymore. People be like, oh, you an ex-drug. They don't even say you an ex-drug dealer. Say, I'm not a drug dealer. I never sold drugs. Because that was of the past, and I don't even remember the past. The past ain't even here no more. You know what I'm saying? You got a new leaf. Don't say, oh, I'm an ex-drug dealer. I used to sell drugs. Stop bringing up the past. Past don't matter no more. So a lot of people don't want to let go of their past. They want to bring it with them. Oh, yeah, I made a change, but I used to, when I made a change. I learned some stuff in life, but that doesn't matter because the stuff I learned back then doesn't matter. I don't even want to talk about that. What I can do is focus on what I don't want to go back to. You get what I'm saying? So I tell people all the time, the only thing that focuses is focus on now. I don't let people try to keep bringing up stuff. I used to, like a lot of family members want to bring up stuff you did about 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. And then you can think, why do people do that? Because they want you to stay in that mind frame that you was back then. They don't want you to elevate. So if you elevating your mind now, they're going to say, hold on, stop where you at, get back here. You remember 8 years ago you did this, right? So don't think you this and this and this and that today when you did this back then. That don't make me who I am today, though. That's the key. That's called psychological attack. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I realized, this system we live in uses it all the time on us. When you go to job interviews, they bringing up jobs that you had 6 years ago.